What have you done to teach them about money, to teach them about real estate, to make sure that, they don't blow it moving forward? Like when you're no longer around, share with us a little bit about that if you can.
Actually, I keep pivoting because I realize even kids, they're figuring out their lives. So when they're young, they will listen. They will listen and they don't fully comprehend what you're talking about. My kids started reading, for example, Rich Dad Poor Dad at a very young age. They don't fully comprehend how it works. I was the same. I read that book in the year 2000 when it first came out. I waited until 2016 is when I started the very first, they call it workshop, basically the entry seminar. That's where I started to learn. And 2017 is really how I started getting into it. So I'm thinking, even back then, I waited so many years, they have to go through their own path. What we can do as parents is really just being in an example. Say, they perhaps don't understand exactly how a building, etc., works at this point. At least they see that how you work in your business. They see you're making phone calls. They see how you manage money, how your view on money is very different. So I'll give you one example because we were in a car. And on the radio, they were saying, we're going to pay off your student loan. We're going to pay off your mortgage. And then my kid was asking me, how come you're so comfortable with a lot of mortgages? And how much are we paying on mortgages? And their friends' parents are saying, we have to pay our mortgages. It's debt, things like that. And I just start to have a conversation with them saying, okay, right now the mortgage is 5%. What's the inflation rate? At least they know that because they're in school. That is 7%. They understand how inflation works. So I'm asking them, aren't they giving us money or lending us money lower than what the money is actually costing everybody?
Yeah.
Then they're like, oh, okay. However, one point I want to point out to them is that, okay, a lot of people are not borrowing that money because they don't know how to manage it. They don't know the difference between good debt, bad debt. That's how you need to learn at this point.
Yeah.
And if they don't have the pain, I mean, even the previous generation, I'm sure they look at us thinking it's very comfortable for us. So for them, we travel a lot and they realize we live in a nice neighborhood. We don't really worry about money as much. Then they do want to have that life.